Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for June 1st through the 7th of 2020. So, first week of June, here we are. We have some major events happening astrologically that we're going to go over real quick. We have on June 4th or 5th, depending on where you are, we have this lunar eclipse full moon in Sagittarius. And this is going to be very, very big, as most eclipses are. And we have 2 eclipses this month in June. Check out your monthlies for more information on that. But and again, I might be doing a longer video on this eclipse, or I might be probably doing a Instagram post, maybe both. So keep an eye on that. But I'm not going to go over it too much because it is really big, and as eclipses do, they bring about change over the next 6 months. They're very, very big. It's not, just a normal full moon, not just a normal new moon. It is big, and it brings about a lot of huge changes and transformation. And because it's in Sagittarius, you can expect expansion and growth here over the next 6 months. Maybe even plans for travel, plans for expansion of knowledge, expansion of a business, whatever it might be. Again, look into the astrology a little bit more and keep an eye out for a video or a post on that from me. We also have the rebirth of Venus this week. I believe, what day is it? I think it's the 2nd or 3rd, but it is when, we have a transition of Venus here from being a bright evening star into becoming a morning star. So this kind of brings up this rebirth of Venus, especially during a Venus retrograde when we are really focused on heart healing. This is going to be a really powerful week in terms of love and heart healing and how we express love and how we find, self-love within ourselves here. It really is going to signify a time here for us to be drawn inward, to clear through any barriers that have prevented us from loving ourselves and loving others, and accessing the love that we really are. So it's going to be really interesting in terms of, themes of forgiveness in terms of love and self-acceptance and communication in these areas, and relationship issues that have been coming up, especially during the retrograde, might be coming to points of resolve and forgiveness and moving forward this week. So that's really all I want to go over astrologically. We do have the Mercury retrograde shadow beginning June 2nd. Yay, fun. So keep an eye on that, but let's get right into the readings, guys. Alrighty, Sagittarians, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh, you guys are gonna be feeling it this week, that's for sure. Ooh. And I thought we were done with the cards and that one had to go and come out. Of course it did. You got some serious cards on this table, so let's just get into this here. We're actually using the Usi Pagan Otherworlds deck, which I almost never use for readings for others, or unless it's a new moon reading, really. So this is a special week for you guys. I was drawn to use my special deck. So let's get into this here. Your theme and focus this week, and actually I'm just going to leave this card out for now. We'll get there, is the Seeker. This is the card that originally came out for you guys. It is the card actually that is specific to this deck. This deck has a lot of specific cards that were made just for it, including the Seeker and all of the moon cycles. And of course, for those that have showed up in this reading, surprise, surprise, with a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign, of course we were going to get some moon cards, right? But the Seeker is here, and the Seeker is one of my favorite cards. It's not exactly the Fool, because there is a Fool in this deck. The Seeker goes beyond that to explore, obviously, the shadow side as well as the light. We are delving into the shadow to learn about where we are in the light. We are present in both of these different worlds, it feels like, this week. And you guys are in this very spiritual growth kind of state, and things and outside influences, especially if you're having issues at work with other people, are going to feel harsh this week. But it's because you're feeling things a lot deeper, seeing things deeper. You're experiencing the shadow aspect as well as the light, and it is helping you learn. You're learning a lot from this, and you're able to maybe look at some shadow aspects of yourself in your life that you've been carrying, and that you need to really fully say goodbye to if you want to continue to expand your vision, expand your world beyond the confines that of which you've created. So this is a very big week for you guys. I just feel there's a lot of growth in internal, awakenings, and that's when this is the last card that came out there when I was like, oh, I thought we were done. And sorry. Don't attack me. Sorry, there's a fly or something here, which is just great. Um, but the tower came out reversed here. And when that happens, you know, we're experiencing a lot of change and growth here. We're experiencing a lot of change and growth from within. This is really knocking down any of the structures and belief systems, things that we have built within us that are no longer, that were probably never stable to begin with, but were no longer worth it, no longer needed. We need to let something huge go, or, you know, change a certain view in our life, a certain goal. There's a lot of really huge internal transitions and changes that we're opening ourselves up to if we want to continue to expand our life to a place of true fulfillment and happiness. We're going to have to change in some ways. We're growing, you're learning. And with the tower reverse here amidst all these other really powerful cards, I just feel again, they're like, this is how you're coming across this week. This is how you're feeling here with the Hierophant reversed. And I really specifically got him reversed. I wasn't sure whether to take him that way or not when he first came out, and it was just like, no, he has to be reversed. Because we're not doing things in a tried and traditional sense anymore. It's like you're ready to let go of some of the more grounded and solid, stable aspects of your life because they really aren't satisfying. They really aren't making you happy. And it's time to receive in a different way here, because the full moon card does show up here, which brings up the concept of receiving of. And again, because it's a full moon in your sign, of course we're going to get a message like, let's nix the tried and true method and let's expand towards something new, towards something greater, towards something we might not fully understand but are wanting to understand, wanting to grow towards. So this is really such a, I don't know, it just feels like you guys are at the crux of this really intense growth here with this eclipse. And as somebody who is a Cancer rising, I've been feeling all those Cancerian eclipses really intensely. So I can tell you again, if you're a Sagittarius sun or rising, this eclipse is going to be very powerfully felt for you. I mean, as well, you know, if you have a lot of Sagittarius placements in these strong places, you're going to feel it. But Sagittarius sun and rising are going to be really intensely experiencing some deep transformations and deep moments of release and receiving. So it's going to be very beautiful. Career here looks like there is some balancing out that we have to do. Again, I kind of got this sense of frustration for some reason when I was first pulling these cards. So just try to work with people even if they're not on their best moods, and even if you're not in your best mood and you're not communicating the way that you would like to be communicating, or a way that feels sensical, because it feels like things could feel a little nonsensical in terms of work this week and people's attitudes and ways of doing things. But just keep doing what you're doing. Be willing to work with people, be willing to give a little to get a little, and you will get, you know, your rewards here. There is a sense of, again, learning better ways to go about something as we push towards the future. And you seeing your card upright in the middle of this reading signifies that you guys are in this really great headspace. I love seeing your card come up in a reading, your major arcana card come up, because it just means that you guys are in a really high mind here. You're in a really good place. Your energy is really good. It's like a big yes, like things are going your way this week. You're on the ball, your energy's on the ball. You're able to make, again, the changes, the necessary adjustments, and push forward in a more healed and adapted way. There's maturity and adaptation within and without you this week, and it's really beautiful. Love is interesting. Love comes up as the new moon card. So yes, we have a full moon and a new moon card here, and I can't help but, like, I mean, this has got to be about eclipses, right? I mean, we also have another card with the moon, and we got that eclipse card, and you won't believe that Judgment is also here. So there's a lot of this, a lot of these cards that do signify eclipsean energy, major transformations, you know, these big, you know, bang, kind of, what is it, the word I'm looking for, lightning bolt moments. Why can't I speak today? It's not even like we're in retrograde yet. We got enough in retrograde, just no Mercury yet. But this kind of combination here, again, you're able to let go of the past in such a beautiful way here. And I will be doing, you know, again, either an Instagram post or a video about this over here on YouTube, because this eclipse is going to really allow us to let go of the past, allow us to let go of what was, and start to strive, even in a global sense, in a more community sense. And we see a lot of these changes happening. Sorry about that, it went off there for a second, but we're at a crux of a lot of change right now. And sometimes the only way forward is to really let go of the way we were doing things in the past. We have to start striving towards new ways of doing things in order to get where we want to go, to get some results. And we see these things happening all around the world right now, and especially again in America, we're seeing this a lot. I mean, where I live, I know, again, put in the comments what's happening where you're at. I know that it's not just us, but I know that we're experiencing a lot of unrest, a lot of unease, and a lot of change and violence here, and change because of violence. And I think that in itself is a good thing, that we are striving for this change, whether it be in ways that people deem as right or wrong. Sometimes it needs to be done that way in order to really make the statement and to get where we want to go, because sometimes you can't be nice all the time. It gets to a certain point. Anyways, let's not delve into these topics. I don't want to talk about these things too much on YouTube here because people go a little nuts. But Judgment here is your card of advice. So don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to call out the dead in your life, the dead aspects of yourself. Notice these things about yourself. It feels to me that, again, you're going to be really noticing parts of yourself, ways, attitudes, ways of doing things, ways you come across, and things that you want to change. So be willing to change and be willing to let go of the you from the past and how that person would react, act, and think, how they would do, and what their goals are. So I do feel like this is, again, a great moment of change for you. I'm just going to try to pull an oracle to sum all of this up, because this is such a powerful week. And sometimes when you get so many powerful cards and the energy is so intense, you just have to remember that, we got all this intense energy and you are a human kind of amidst all of this, doing your best. So that's what I like to remind you. It's not like you're tasked to do this. You kind of have to go along for the ride with all of this. It's just kind of happening. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, we get commitment. Is that what that says? Why can't I read upside down? All right, commitment here. Beautiful, beautiful card. You need commitment to focus on your target. Take aim and pull back the bow, then shoot your arrow, knowing you will hit the bullseye with every shot. To hit the bullseye requires total commitment of your spiritual and physical being. You need only the commitment to walk down the path through the gateway into your true destiny. It is a process of gathering. You gather your emotions, your mental strength, and your abilities as you would gather sheep. It can be a long process, but your commitment gives you endurance. It is the next step after defining your active power. Materialize your dreams and begin to live them. Build that magnificent dream lodge within you in total commitment. So, that's a very good message for you guys this week. What a perfect message. I think I'm just going to leave it off there. If you're interested in booking a private reading, guys, all of that information is in my description box below this video. I am still honoring the 20% off. This will probably be the last week that I do this, though. So take advantage of that while you can. Do be sure to go and follow me over on Instagram. I finally got back into that. I don't know what the heck happened there. I was being hacked. Crazy story. And if you guys are interested in getting an astrology chart analysis, compatibility analysis, numerology analysis, you can use my code Deku30 to get a big chunk of change off of it from Truly Divine. You can also use that code as many times as you want and send it to as many people as you want. So go ahead and check that out also in the description box, guys. I'm going to still try to do a video on a really amazing analysis that they did. It's just been so busy. So again, forgive me if I'm coming out slower with the monthlies. I'm working on it. I got a lot on my plate right now. And I do want to show you guys this really amazing gift that I got from a subscriber and a friend here from High Vibes, Cameron Bachotti. High Vibes. So I'm going to put that out there. Check them out on, what is it called? Etsy. He has amazing stuff. These organite, I mean, like, he makes them in such a way I've never seen people make this. And like, we sell these at the shop that I work at, and these people don't even remotely go through any of the trouble and have it look as professional as his do. And like, the energy is just, it's incredible. So please check these out. That's where I got this really amazing manifestation necklace too. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can get a little closer. It's amazing. There's a Metatron in it. Check out this baby. I'm going to try to post some pictures of them over on my Instagram. But thank you again, Cameron, so much for these amazing gifts. I couldn't not do a shout out for you. Me and Will have just been, he is just flummoxed by these. He loves these maybe even more than I do. But these are just gorgeous. Their energy is amazing. am absolutely floored with how beautiful these are, and I did not expect such an amazing gift. So I just wanted to do that little shout out again. Thank you, Cameron, and please, guys, go check out High Vibes. Check out his Organite pieces. They are just, I've never seen anything like them. Like, they're amazing. So again, do make sure to subscribe, guys. Do make sure to share if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. I love seeing them, and have a wonderful and blessed week. Namaste.